I definitely didn't hear this bearing making noise and completely ignored it for 3 weeks. My tire definitely didn't almost fall off while I was on the highway. This definitely didn't explode on me as I hauled in my driveway. I'm definitely replacing this hub and bearing assembly out of maintenance and not because I'm stranded right here. Those nuts are definitely gonna come off easy. I definitely didn't do any cursing or swearing this entire job. I definitely put on my safety glasses before I got something in my eye. This is definitely torque to spec. I definitely got a new cotter pin. Looks good to me. I'm definitely going to replace this side next. Calm down, I'm just joking. I'm going to hook the truck onto this bolt and get it down to the garage now that I can roll it. And I am actually going to replace that other side. Am I close or what? Look at that. You can't get no closer than that. And then you'll get these old fellers. I don't need no backup camera. No, you don't need it. But buddy, it's pretty useful. I'd like to see you do that with no backup camera. After I replace the other bearing, I guess I'm going to fix up this wiring. What idiot put this car right in front of the garage, right in my way.
It was you, boy.
What? Oh yeah, it was me. Put it just about right there. Now I just got to do this side. It's all done. Okay, so next on the chopping block, we're going to fix up these old wires. That toolbox is where I keep most of my tools. This toolbox is just kind of like an overflow. There's a bunch of like just spare stuff here. Just a lot of junk and stuff really. And I know I got like a little pigtail that I cut off of a trailer wiring harness a while back. And I kept it because I keep everything. That's the wrong end. I got one here somewhere. Told ya. Also, tell me you done a few remote starts without telling me you done a few remote starts. This was before remote starts were plug and play. You used to have to hardwire them in. So all I'm going to do here is take 2 of these, cross them, and twist them up. I'm not going to solder these. Actually, a while back I went on a training course with Hyundai Canada, and the course was all about EVs and electrical stuff. And anyway, in that course they taught us we should not solder copper wire connections because the solder and the copper are 2 different metals and it'll actually oxidize and corrode faster. So what they actually taught us in the automotive field was to just twist them up as tight as you can get them, put a bit of heat shrink on them, and you're good to go. I've done it both ways. I don't really think it makes much of a difference, to be honest with you. Especially for something like this. This is a boat trailer. This thing is going to be backed in over salt water. I think no matter what you do here, over time, this is just going to corrode. We got 1 done. 3 more to go. The emergency lights are on the truck. I only got 1 working light back here. So I'm going to go over to this light and have a quick look. I got all these wires stripped apart. One of them was actually corroded right off. It was that green, that little light colored green one down there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut these back a little bit, join them back up, and heat shrink them. Well, as you can see, 1 light is working, and this one, I did clean it all up. I joined it all back together, still not working. So I'm just going to go ahead and assume that this light is gone. So honestly at this point, the harness does have some corrosion on it. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and get a full new harness with new lights. You can patch it up as much as you like, but there's nothing like a new harness. Alright, enough of that old stuff. I'm just going to give you like a general update now, kind of behind the scenes of everything that's going on. As you can see here, there's an empty space. The Cummins is sold. I ended up selling it a couple weeks ago to a young fella. He took the truck, the spare engine, and the spare transmission. It's a pretty big project, so I wish him luck with that. These 3 trucks. This one I use every now and then. Haven't used it a whole lot over the summer. This one right here I use every other day. I drive it around town, I check the mail, all that stuff. It's running great, it's working great. I do plan on welding the diff on this at some point in time so I can do a proper burnout, but I just been using it. This thing, nothing's changed. I don't know what I want to do with it. I was going to LS swap it, and I think now I might go the same route as this truck and just cab swap it. So I find a newer pickup truck. I don't know what yet. Maybe a 12 valve Cummins, that would be sick. Just swap this cab over, make my own box, leave it looking ready, because that's just how I roll. I mean, look at me. Anyways, that's where I'm at with the trucks. Flip number 7 is completely done. I had the wheel alignment done. I had it inspected. Runs great. Drives great. I did notice though that the belt started squealing on it. I got another belt in the garage. Come off another Elantra. So I gotta just chuck the belt on this. Get it up for sale. The Junkyard BMW. I got some front struts put in it. But when I did order them, I ordered them for a rear wheel drive model. So the struts are actually longer. So anyways, long story short, I took the front axles out. This thing is currently a rear wheel drive right now with the rear wheel drive struts. I got a pile more parts coming for it. So be on the lookout for those videos. Flip car number 9. I got all the parts for it. All the suspension parts. So I got everything to go. I even got the paint. I couldn't find a rocker panel. So I'm gonna have to make up my own. It may not look the best, but it'll be good enough. I'm probably gonna start this car next week. Flip car number 8. Completed, inspected, ready to go. It's currently up here by the side of the road with a for sale sign on it. This thing's been for sale now for 3 days. Lots of messages, lots of offers. Nothing solid yet, but I don't think it's going to last much longer. So the 2 parts car Elantras. This was the original parts car. I still got it. There's still some usable parts on it, but the engine is knocking and the transmission is on the way out. So there's no big parts that are good on this. And this one is the one that we picked up there a while back, paid 400 bucks for it. Got a pile of parts off of it for flip car number 7. This thing has an engine with only 40,000 kilometers on it, so probably sometime next week I'm going to haul this in the shop. I'm actually going to scrap this. I'm going to take the engine transmission out of it. I'll sell the drivetrain. I'll probably get rid of the body. Because believe it or not, I'm trying to get out of buying Elantras. You're sick of them. I'm sick of them. I've owned probably 30 of these at least. Just time for a change and something newer. So this entire area up here, I don't know if you remember or not, I used to have a sawmill in a shade right here. As you can see now, this is pretty well tore down. I got maybe a couple hours of work left to do to tear this floor up. All the lumber you can see stacked behind me. And what we're going to do here is actually turn this into a small car lot. As you know, I got my dealer license. What we're going to do here is get rid of all the wood. I sold my sawmill a month or more ago. Just simply because I haven't used it. I just used to peek in there every now and then just to make sure it was still there. But I never used it. I just lost interest in it. Right now, I'm just focusing on the cars and this whole business of being a car dealer and YouTube. So once all this is cleaned up, what we're going to do is get all this ground leveled out. This bank here kind of got to be leveled out a bit more so it don't look like such a gravel bank. And we're going to turn this into a small car lot. This is probably going to hold 5 to 10 cars. And this is a great location because it's not in my way for plowing snow out of my driveway. So I'm going to go get cleaned up, get a shower because I'm rotten. And then I'm going to edit this video. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.